I had a hunch it was going to happen. Is that making any sense? I'm sorry, we're not being secretive just for clickbait or anything like that. It's quite a big thing what's just happened. How much are wonky potatoes? Wonky potatoes, 2 kilos, 59.5p per kilo. Wonky potatoes, 2 kilos, £1.35, 67p. God, it's a mystery, isn't it? Just how much do wonky potatoes cost in Morrison's? Is it good or good? Good. Quick and easy. A bit of fried rice. That's got bacon. And so you can put... Come on. Out on the dog walk. Our local little dog walk with the girl, the old lady. Rush, the Nash, otherwise known as Russia. Poor Russia, she's got very confused. Well, not confused, but... So at one stage it was just me and Lee about. So she sort of got used to that. She I don't know what she's doing. And then, so Rash got used to that. And then when occasionally Sandra was able to come and visit us, Rasha got sort of very confused because Rasha, as I think we've mentioned a number of times, used to really be Sandra's dog. And then... As I'm recording this now, it's almost 6 months ago, Sandra reappeared out of the blue and came back to live with us. But meanwhile, I was sort of back working. And so you got to remember, it wasn't until Sandra came full-time over to Lincolnshire that Rasha was still with me at the holiday park where I was working as the campsite warden. So she obviously was the campsite dog. And we had our own little routine there, what we used to do in the morning, and we could leave the back door open, the caravan door open, and Rasha would sit in the garden and things like that. Anyway, Sandra came along. Come on, Rasha. And Rasha didn't go back to the campsite, the holiday park. And so Rasha then has spent all the time then with Sandra. So Sandra's been... taking Rasha for her walks because I was working for 5 days out of 2, and then Rasha was a bit confused because obviously I was coming back home twice a week, staying at the our new home, and then going back to work. And now it's all changed again, and this dog is very, very, very confused. Well, she's not confused. She's quite happy, aren't you, Rasha? Hey, are you quite happy, Rasha? Are you a happy dog? But now it's all... Oh, she's going back. She sometimes doesn't want walks. She only wants short walks. But now it's all gone in reverse because Sandra's now gone back to work, and I'm back at home all the time doing the dog walking and about and everything. So one very, very confused dog, not knowing what's going on. And getting into a dog's mentality, basically, when you go out of the door for the day, the dog doesn't know you've gone to work. As far as the dog goes, the dog thinks you've gone out hunting for food. So, God, you're going fast today, Rasha. Slow down a bit. She's wanting to get home. And then when you come home, the dog thinks you've been out hunting. So, yeah. Anyway, just like where I used to work, she's having a Rasha dump. Dog back. The walk's a bit later than normal. One thing or another. I've just been doing some work at home. So we'll fingers crossed get Sandra on this vlog later. because she's not been on any of mine for a few days with one thing and another. And when I get back, I've got some painting to do. Not a lot. I think we mentioned we had a leak. We had a tile that had a hole in it, and some staining on a ceiling. And to get rid of the staining, I've had to put some gloss oil-based paint over it, and I'm emulsion over that. So I'm going to get painting done once I get in. And I have got some more flat pack to assemble. Flat pack hell. Right, I'm going to get Rasha in. She's very giddy this morning. I don't know why. She's just gone out. She's done what she needed to do. Right, come on, Rasha. And she's quite keen to get going back. Oh, I'm also might even get Lee on camera. I'm going to be teaching Lee how to do some egg fried rice as well. So all being well, you may even get Lee on camera as well, doing a bit of cooking. Just how much are wonky potatoes? Wonky potatoes, 2 kilos, 59.5p per kilo. Wonky potatoes, 2 kilos, £1.35, 67p. It's a mystery, isn't it? Just how much do wonky potatoes cost in Morrison's? I was just saying to Sandra, funny enough, we were chatting last night. So Skegness Centre, Morrison's, which is sort of on the run into Skegness from where we live, is approximately 8 miles from where our new home is, which is the same distance when we used to live in Manchester, just near Altrincham. The run into Manchester city centre was about 8 miles, and this takes me approximately 10 minutes to get here, up the A52. And then trying to get in your head how it was living in an urbanised area, like to travel from, say, Altrincham into Manchester to go and pick some shopping up. It was unheard of. You just wouldn't do it unless you were in town. You wouldn't really go to a supermarket in 8 miles away. You would go to the local one. And then if you went into Manchester, even at night, even when it's quiet, you'd be allowing 45 minutes each way, compared to 10 minutes what it takes here. And then in the rush hour, say, well, you know the whole story with Sandra doing her commute. Yeah, just so different. But what the people in the towns don't appreciate is people that live in the more rural areas, like where we're living now, our costs that we have to pay for fuel, because we have to travel, is more than the urban living people. So all the do-gooders, all the greenies out there, the 12-minute cities and all the rest of it, oh my God, just what have you got coming? You out there, if you live in the towns, just be careful for what you're voting for and what the ulterior wishes of the party in government are going to be imposing on you. Yeah. So the moment where we are, it's still very old-fashioned. It's still very, very rural, and it's not urbanised, and the urban sprawl hasn't happened, which is, it's incredibly nice. And the whole thought of going back into a city centre, I don't know, fills me with dread. We're still very undecided at the moment, because of Sandra's job and things. Still trying to get back to Manchester for a few nights. But it's probably now going to be right towards the end of December time. We'll have to wait and see. Right, I've got shopping. And the reason I've got shopping, which I didn't mention before when I was at home, I ran out of potatoes. Life without potatoes, especially wonky potatoes, when you don't know how much they cost, it ain't worth living. Hey ho, it's the way the mop flops. Sandra's home. Rasha, what did I just have for you there? Rasha, steak and chips. Steak and chips, Rasha. Do you like steak and chips? Rasha, steak and chips. Steak and chips. Right, I've got some pigs in blankets, some sausage. I've got some bacon cooked off here. I've got some rice here. I was hoping Lee would be joining me to have a cooking demonstration. I've got a fresh cottage pie here. I've been watching as I've been going along. I bought the smaller Cassori in, the big Cassori's back in the conservatory. And we've got some good news that we can't share. Yet. Today, Sandra's a religious person, as we know, so she's been doing lots of praying. In fact, you said you were praying in the cathedral the other day, didn't you?
Oh, sorry. I'll be back in just... I will show you one other thing. Talk about things.
Ooh, she's going to show me something. I've no idea. So I am a Christian, a non-practicing Christian, but I've always had connections with the local church back in Manchester. Anyway, I'm a big believer in fate, and sometimes things can happen for reasons and not happen for reasons.
I don't know. In the church.
Sorry, you need to come on this side here, so I can't. You'll have to explain.
My bits from Spilsby, they were still in the church.
Were they still on the pew? Or are they in the lost property?
On the table at the end.
Was that where you left them?
Apparently, yeah.
Sandra, sorry. There's a story.
There's a lot going on.
Sandra is very forgetful and often leaves things, including hats in Indian restaurants. Glasses. There's a pair of glasses probably in every room in this house. She's even driven to work once with a mug of coffee on a car roof that managed to not fall off. I was saying, yeah. I'm a big believer in fate, and sometimes things in life can become very difficult and you can get very, very down because things are going wrong. We had a small spell of that recently, and then you can bounce out of that. It's almost as if you've been punished, chastised for some reason. Anyway, we can't share what's happened today at the moment. Well, fingers crossed in a couple of days' time we can do. But what happened today, I had a hunch it was going to happen. Is that making any sense? I'm sorry, we're not being secretive just for clickbait or anything like that. It's quite a big thing what's just happened. So Sandra's eating. If I eat on camera, because you're not allowed to eat on camera.
I've been on the go for about... I had a little bit of breakfast at 8. It's now nearly 3 o'clock. I've had no food because of what I've been doing, so I'm sorry.
I've not had any food.
Oh, you're weird.
I've been busy. Right, go on.
Yeah, so basically there are various people that need to be notified before we can say more. It's like that, really. Yeah.
But yeah. So in a few days' time, fingers crossed, we'll get a vlog out of a turn of events that's gone, fingers crossed, right in our direction, and something was happened which I really had a massive gut feeling it was going to go our way, and it would appear to have done so.
Sometimes the right opportunity comes along at the right time. Sometimes it doesn't. But fortunately, in this case, it did.
And I'm sure when we're allowed to break the news, I'm sure a lot of you out there are going to get very excited for us and everything. So I had to go to Morrison's before. Wonky potatoes. I've had a right wonky potato experience. Ooh. So I bought some wonky potatoes, and on one side of the wonky potato where they were displayed, there were one price. And it still said wonky potatoes, and there were a different price on the other side, but still for the same wonky potatoes. And how much are wonky potatoes?
Was it the same weight of wonky potatoes?
2 kilos, yeah. Same. I've got it all on here. And right, I can't show our address. I can't say don't show our address. Right. Now I got this present before we had the good news. So I got this present from the other day because we were talking about. Packed lunches is where this originated from, and things. You've got no idea, Sandra. You've not got a clue how lucky you are to have me. I bet very few husbands have ever bought their wives, partners, lovers, anything like this. What have I got you?
Cress seed, but 20,000 cress seed.
No, there's not 20,000.
Yes.
No, it's not. No.
20,000.
No, there's not. What's in there? Hang on. There's not 20,000.
Another 20,000.
That's 40,000. 40,000 crest seeds for Sandra, because you've not got a clue how lucky you are to have me. 40,000 crest seeds. Oh, hang on a minute.
There's just one problem. They have to be eaten by April.
Hang on. There's another 20,000 there, Sandra. That's 60,000 crest seeds. Oh, hang on. Is there more? Is there any more?
I hope not.
So I bought Sandra 80,000 crest seeds. But on a serious note, what I'm actually going to do, what I'm going to do is I've been saving eggshells like this. See the little eggshells? Up, like this. And then I've got some bits of cotton wool. I'm going to be putting them in the eggshells and growing something. Right, Rashi, you've already had a treat. Right, what's up with you? But. Do you know how lucky you are to have me, Sandra? Do I know how lucky I am to have you, Sandra?
Which?
You know, a few months ago, or a couple of years ago, you had a right cob on. You said you go to church to pray for me.
I do that a lot. I pray for myself as well. And other people.
Right, so look what else I bought you today. There you are. Look. Don't drop it, whatever you do. Not the fake stuff from Aldi or Lidl. But I thought I'd buy you. I bought the Baileys. We need some ice cubes with that so you can have it really, really, really cold.
I was just saying the other day, Neil got me a small one last Christmas, and it was genuinely a lot nicer than the pretend stuff. So thank you.
No, so I thought I'd get you a bottle of Baileys and to celebrate. You can have a little sniffle tonight, perhaps, to help you sleep and to encourage your snoring to persist.
There's always the spare room.
Talking about spare rooms, I've got a wardrobe I'm just about to start. But I've been out to Morrison's already and I need to go all the way back into Skegness because I've forgotten to get something from somewhere else, which I'm not going to say because I'm hoping that they've got something else that if I do buy, I'll be well chuffed. But I know that they're not going to have. None of these vlogs, some of these vlogs isn't going to make any sense, is it?
It's just like living with you, Neil.
That makes a lot of sense. Right. Erstwhile. I'm an erstwhile owner of BT Photographic. That's what I am. Erstwhile. Photographic laboratory technician. Back from shopping. Right. Sandra, look at that what's just been delivered. How happy are you about that?
That will be useful.
Right, so back in Manchester when we were there, they had any food waste could go in with your green waste, and they had these little compost bins and little caddies. Yeah, so I can go on to there now. I had a brainwave the other day. I was watching the local BBC News, and they were talking about people putting the wrong items in the wrong bins. So a good example is
never do that.
a lot of places don't recycle that sort of plastic and yogurt pots, and some do and some don't. And you can end up putting something in the recycling bin by mistake that shouldn't be in that recycling bin. I have come up with a genius idea.
I don't think it's a fixable problem, if I'm honest.
I have come up with a fixable problem. First of all, every authority should have the same coloured bins for the same sort of waste. So we've got
there has been some talk about standardising all that.
Yeah, so we've got a black bin that back in Manchester used to be a grey bin. Our grey bin used to be a black bin. But what I thought was...
What was our blue bin is now purple.
Yeah, our blue bin is now a purple bin. So... what people should do, if you want to recycle, they put it on the labels, don't they, in small writing, so unless you've got a magnifying glass. What they should do, they should have a coloured sticker on there, like say black or blue or purple, and that corresponds to which bin you're recycling.
So there's a professor at University of Manchester, his solution to that problem was that everything's barcoded, and then you just chuck everything in the one bin and then it's barcoded and it's sorted at the other end.
Yeah, but your barcodes would come out. They were going to in Trafford Council at one stage they were going to start doing a pay as you throw, and your wheelie bin would have had a barcode underneath the wheelie bin, and as it was tilted over, it was weighed against your barcode. Pay as you throw. That was an actual thing that the Conservatives wanted to introduce. Yeah, but literally, if every item that was recyclable had a coloured sticker on it, really big, so anybody with visual impairments or whatever would then know that that goes into that bin.
So, well, it's a bit random, but anyone else local? I'm slightly concerned about the detergent layer on top of drinks. It's not only here, it's in the general area. Anybody know why we get bubbly drinks here?
I don't know. Anyway, Sandra, look what else I bought today. So these have just been delivered. Look at that. How good is that?
Popadoms.
Proper Popadoms. So we used to have an Indian shop near us that had everything. Mm-hmm. And I've got some MSG.
Oh right. Oh yeah. I was going to show
I've got some MSG. So hang on, Sandra's going to go there. So if you're doing Chinese cooking, they put MSG, a little bit of MSG. I've not touched anything. Is it in the spice drawer, in the spice cupboard? So they'd use MSG and a tiny bit of salt for flavour enhancing. So Lee's doing.
There.
I thought that was sugar.
It's MSG.
Oh, I've got MSG.
So you can use the same container if you like.
I've always thought that was sugar.
It's MSG.
Well, anyway, I've got some MSG.
That's sugar.
Right, hang on a moment. Right, hang on a moment. So they're both in exactly the same containers.
That's definitely not sugar.
No, but it looks. I don't use sugar.
That's not sugar.
MSG. Looks like a very light salt, isn't it?
So I have already been using this in my Chinese cooking, but Neil didn't know.
Right. Anyway, just thought we'd share that. Right, we're going to be honoured by our guest who's about to appear soon, Lee, who I'm going to be teaching how to do an egg fried rice. This Christmas is going to be a very different Christmas because I'm not going to buy a load of crap. I might buy you an apron, like a chef's apron. What do you reckon? You'd be good at that, couldn't you? Yeah. So Lee has always been able to do a bit of cooking, so I've taught you to cook since being a very, very young age, being able to look after yourself and not just about pot noodles. So we're going to do today, with Lee, we're going to do some bacon egg fried rice. So yesterday, in the rice cooker, do you remember we did that? So this was 24 hours old, and if you notice, the rice is all nice and loose, it's not all gloopy. With the way we've cooked it. We've got some eggs we're going to whisk up. I've got some marinated bacon. Marinatedly, yeah. We've got some pepper. We've got some MSG. We've got some dark soy sauce. We've got a bit of sea salt. We're going to put a few garlic granules in there. We're going to put some mixed herbs in there. And I've got a few fresh bits of spring onion, because Lee doesn't like peas, do you? Anything but peas. Do you like baked beans?
No.
No, Sam doesn't like baked beans neither. Right, so we're going to crack 3 eggs in, and then we'll whisk those up. Jobs are good, and while Lee's doing that, I'm just going to get the cooker on hot. So we've got our fabulous wok. Life without a wok is not worth living. Brilliant. Give the eggs a whisk up. Really impressed by my little caddy. So that's cheese. We've got a cottage pie going in there. We'll be putting some cheese on that, and then we're going to do some Baker Home little baguettes as well. Give a really good whisk. Loads of air in it. So while Lee's just doing that, I'm just getting the wok hot. We've just got a little bit of onion, a little bit of oil in there. Right, so it's going to get the rice added into the pan, sort of very, very sporadically. That's it, keep it so it doesn't all go gloopy. That's it, get it all in. And we've got, this is my wooden spatula, I've had this for so many years. And that's it, keep it going, that's it, go on, can we get it all in? So keep hold of the pan handle. That's it. Don't let it go. Fantastic. Right, I'm going to do some of that. Do you want to sprinkle a bit of sea salt in for it, just a little bit? Not too much. That's it. Fantastic. Give another stir over. A little bit of black pepper. That's it. Backwards and forwards. Keep it going. Loads of it. Keep it going. Quite a bit of that. Get a little bit of a kick to it. Okay. Dark soy sauce. This is your bit of magic now, Lee. That's it, sprinkle it all over, not too much, keep it going. That's it, keep going, but going a lot more than that. Keep going. That's it, hang on a minute, just let me see where we're going now. A bit more. And a little bit more. Fantastic. Okie dokie. Sprinkle of mixed herbs, just sprinkle a few mixed herbs on. That's it, go on, keep it going, bit more, whoa, that's fine, yeah. Sprinkle a couple of little sprinkles of garlic granules in there. You could use fresh garlic, you could just pop off the lid. There you go, just sprinkle on a couple of them. Whoa, no, don't do that, you put too much, like that. Just do another one. You don't want too much, maybe one more. Brilliant, that's it, fantastic. Get the spring onions in, just scoop them off, like, give them a push off, that's it. Give it all a stir. Come on, mate, give it a go over. Brilliant, right, there you go, a little bit of MSG. So again, about two or three little sprinkles of that, not too much. This is a bit of flavour enhancing. You can pull it out onto your hand and then sprinkle it out. A little bit more. Oh, whoa, that's fine. MSG. You've got life without MSG, Lee. Life without MSG. Fantastic. You wash your hands, didn't you? Right, get the bacon in now. Get the bacon in. That's it. Go on. Use your little spatula to get all that juices in. That's marinated for a bit. Right, that's fantastic. Give it a good stir fry now. Good stir fry. This is the critically sort of bit. Nice and gentle with it. Okay, that'll do. Just a minute. So we've got the beaten egg, and then we're just going over. It's almost like an omelette. Get that egg over there. Right, bit more egg, Lee. Bit more egg. Okay. So because it's a non-stick wok, we're using plastic. You could use a chopstick for this. Okay, a bit more egg, Lee. And there we go. Right, so don't keep that going when that eggs are cooked. A good chef always cleans up as they go along, all in the washing up bowl. Right, Lee, just pull it off the heat. Don't let it overcook. Let's have a quick look at that. Let me just have a taste. You've never done this before. Is it exciting? Nice and easy. Egg fried rice with a bit of bacon and seasoning. You know what, Lee? Go on, get your spoon. Have a taste test.
It's good.
Is it good or good?
Good.
Good. Quick and easy. A bit of fried rice. That's got bacon. And so you can put sausages in there. You can put chicken, beef, prawns. You can put anything in there as well.
Yeah.
Dead easy, dead quick. Very, very simple. There's the cottage pie. I just need to get some bit of grated cheese on there. Put that in. And we're getting very, very close to tea time. Sure. Tea is ready. Couple of baguettes to do. Do you want to say goodbye and we'll end the vlog today? I say goodbye, Russia? Thanks everybody for watching. Another vlog, another day. And fingers crossed, in a few days' time, we're going to be able to completely reveal the absolutely amazing news that we've had today. Thanks ever so much for watching. Here's a great big thumbs up from us to yourselves. Remember, if you've not already done so, there is a subscribe button down there where you can go and click. If you're watching on a television, you can still subscribe and give the video a like. Press your up key once, twice on your remote control. Scroll over to your right and you should start seeing some options that you may not know were there. Keep smiling and look after yourselves.